Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Teresa of At Mind My Budget. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm excited to be filming this February Budget With Me video where I will be going over my new financial dashboard and kind of showing you what my new plans are for my budget. Without further delay, I'm going to hop right into my dashboard. I'll go over some of the features with you, and if there's anything that you have questions about, please feel free to ask me. Again, this is my planner that I've set up for myself and what works for me, but I hope that you may find some aspects of this that could work for your finances as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Going over to my index, I'm just going to click on finances for February, and now this is my what I like to call budget review or February finance dashboard. I won't be able to fill in all sections with you. Obviously some of these are for at the end of the month, just kind of an overview of what happened in February, such as total income, total spent, any total savings, my total debt, and then what my overall net worth is. I will be writing down my money goals for this month here in this video. Lessons learned will take place at the video at the end of the month. Money habits tracker. I used to track my spending or no spend days on my main calendar, but I decided that I wanted something separate for anything money related. So that's why I have this calendar format here. And then up here are the icons. I have a section for budget brainstorm. These are the paychecks. This is the spending tracker. This section is my savings and debt payoffs. And then these are my cash envelopes. But for now, the first thing that we're going to do is write down my bills for the month in order. And then I really wanted this because even though I track my bills on the main calendar here for February, and I also keep a separate spreadsheet, I wanted something that I can use in this dashboard to physically mark off if they've been paid or not, especially because some of my bills are on auto pay coming out of my checking account. So I really wanted a place where I actually confirm that it's been paid. And then I'll also again be dating this calendar and starting to track my no spend days. And then we'll go right into setting up my first paycheck in February, which will be February 10th. And I'll be highlighting everything that is coming out of that paycheck. So let's get right into it. So now that my bills are written out for the month, I'm going to go ahead and date this calendar really quick. The first money goal is going to be do not use credit cards. And I know you're probably wondering, why is that a money goal if you're on a debt-free journey? So I do have a credit card that my boyfriend and I share, and we'll use that sometimes for a house expense or if it's something that we want. But in 2022, we're really trying to get good about not using that credit card at all, especially not until it's down to zero. So this is one of my goals. We always pay it off in the time frame that it's due. Like for example, if we were to go grocery shopping today, and we'll know that when we get paid next week, we'll pay off the grocery shopping trip. But again, I'm really trying not to do that anymore. Our goal is whatever extra money we have to throw it to that credit card and pay it off. Again, everyone's finances are personal, no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. You live and you learn. We're working through it. So definitely trying not to use credit cards, and also making sure that we only do like six takeout days for the month. So using the star, I'm going to highlight on this calendar the days that we don't spend money, or not we, but mainly it's the takeout. So we didn't do takeout on the 2nd, and we didn't do takeout on the 3rd. The next thing we're going to hop into is my setting up my February paycheck. So I'm going to click on this little money symbol. I'm going to do a time lapse of me filling this out, and I'll do a voiceover of everything that is happening for the February 10th paycheck. For those who are new here, I get paid every 2 weeks on Thursday. I am a zero-based budgeter, so I make sure that my total income equals 0 at the end of each paycheck. So I assign every dollar a job and make sure that I don't leave any money unaccounted for. And you'll see how that plays out here, because if all goes well, my remaining balance at the end of completing this this planner page should be 0. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm setting up my February 10th paycheck. All right, so the first thing that I do after writing out the date is I outline my income for this first paycheck in February. Next, I go to my fixed expenses, starting with rent. These are essentially the expenses that I know do not change every month, meaning that their amounts stay the same. After calculating that, I go ahead and write out my variable expenses. These can change depending on the month, but normally those stay the same as well. And next, I go ahead and write out my minimum debt payments that I have to allocate for this paycheck. Next, I write out my savings and sinking funds for this paycheck. And again, those can change, but I try to keep those the same. After that, I go ahead and add up every section, but I do not add up the debt section because I will be changing that amount after I determine how much money is left over from this paycheck. At this point, I realized I made a mistake with my total debt amount. So I was trying to figure that out, and I realized I had the amount wrong, but I'm going to change it anyway because after doing my calculations, I realized I had $25.27 left to put to debt. So that will be my extra debt payment. Now, using my calculator, I subtract my expenses from my income to ensure everything came out to 0. So now we are all set up for my February 10th paycheck. As you can see here, all of my income minus my fixed expenses, minus variable, minus my debt payments, and my savings, which is essentially my sinking funds, came out to 0. So that's what zero-based budgeting is. Every job or every dollar from this paycheck has a job. And I will always make sure that I follow this on payday. So the next thing I'm going to do is go back to, I use this little pie chart. I don't know why, but it made me think of the financial dashboard, just like separating my budget and having different categories. So I'm going to click on that. And the last thing I'm going to do to prepare for my February budget is set up my spending tracker. I'm not going to update it in this video because I will be filming a weekly check-in just to see, or sorry, it'll be a bi-weekly check-in after February 10th when I get paid. That weekend I'll be filming to see where I am with my finances, but I do want to create the categories, so that's what I'll be doing here right now. Just a quick note, for my spending tracker, I don't include my bills. That's why I have the financial dashboard and where I'll be checking to make sure that my bills are paid. Like I said, a lot of my bills are on auto pay, so that's why I don't put it on the spending tracker. The spending tracker is really just to manage groceries, takeout, miscellaneous, anything that has to do with my pet. I thought of more, so I have to include my envelope. So I have family, travel, any holiday things. And this holiday is pretty much any holidays that may come up. So in February we have Valentine's Day, so I might or might not pull some money from the holiday budget for that. I also want to include an unbudgeted category. And I know you're probably thinking, if you have a zero-based budget, why do you have an unbudgeted category? Again, my boyfriend and I split all of our bills, and sometimes I'll get money from him. So I'll either decide to throw that towards debt, or I'll use that for something that we have in the households. And then at the end of the month, I'll outline the total amount. Now the fun part, or in my opinion, the fun part, I'm just going to choose different highlighters for these categories. This is how I'll be doing my spending tracker. I have the date, the description, the amount, what account it came from. For those of you who don't know, I have a separate account for my cash envelopes and my savings. I use Ally bank account, and I don't physically have cash envelopes. My cash envelopes are digital, but you'll be seeing more of that when I film my quote unquote cash stuffing envelope, which is really just me allocating my savings and cash envelopes into their different categories in my Ally bank account. All right, friends, so that's going to be it for today's video. If you've seen my previous videos and my old planner, I hope that you like this new planner setup. I feel like I'm really going to enjoy having a financial dashboard and just the different shortcuts that I have directly to each page that I need throughout the month. Again, I'm excited to film my budget review at the end of the month just to see how I did with everything. And again, in this month, we set up my budget review, paycheck number 1, and then we also set up the spending tracker, where I will be filming again another video showing a bi-weekly update on how I'm doing with my spending. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you have any other video ideas or recommendations, please let me know. And I would love to know your thoughts. What do you think of my new planner, specifically this finance section? I'm really enjoying it so far. But until next time, friends, I wish you nothing but positive vibes. Yes, positive vibes. Take care. Have a great day.
Wow.